Hello and welcome. Today I will show you how to use the TireMoni BLE TPMS app as a tire pressure monitoring system. We assume that you have already installed the TireMoni app on your device. If not, you can find the app using the QR codes on the left for the Play Store, top, or the App Store, bottom, or by searching for TireMoni BLE TPMS. Open the TireMoni TPMS app by tapping on the TireMoni icon. Wait for the app to open. When you open the app for the first time, you will see a short introduction on 3 pages, which you can confirm with next and end with skip. Next you will see a pop-up asking you to enable Bluetooth on your device so the app can receive data from the sensors. Please allow this. After that, the app will ask for permission to send notifications. This is required to warn you when the app is working in the background. Please allow this, too. These dialogues only appear the first time the TireMoni app is opened. The app supports TireMoni BLE dongles and 2 to 8 TireMoni sensors. Without a BLE dongle and sensors, you can try out all the functions of the app, but only the standard pressure and temperature values are displayed. During the first startup you have to pair the sensors with the BLE dongle. This is done in 3 easy steps. Press and hold the button on the BLE dongle until the LED lights up orange continuously. Now insert the batteries into the sensors one after the other. Every time the BLE dongle detects a sensor, the orange LED goes out briefly and then comes back on again. When you have paired all sensors, briefly press the button again and the orange LED goes out and after a short time starts flashing green or red. If the app is already running while pairing the sensors, you will see the connection icon in the top left of the screen and it should be animated. If it is animated, this signals that the app is successfully connected to the BLE module. In this case, the sensor card becomes active and displays values as soon as a sensor is detected. If the icon is not animated, it signals that your BLE module is not connecting to the app for some reason. The BLE module must of course be in operation at this moment, i.e. it must be connected via the USB cable to a USB socket or USB adapter with operating voltage. You can try reconnecting by tapping the connect icon. If it still doesn't animate after waiting a few seconds, you may be using an incompatible BLE module. Now let me explain the user interface so that you know which element is what and what function each element has. The connection icon is used to connect and disconnect the BLE module. The TireMoni logo is used to toggle between dark mode and light mode with a simple tap. The exit icon is used to exit the app. The pressure and temperature readings and the status of the pressure, temperature, and battery are shown on the cards for each wheel position. The number you see above the card is the sensor number. When the sensor battery is getting low, a battery icon will appear next to it. The red number represents the pressure value for each tire. The value is only shown in red if the upper or lower pressure limit is violated, otherwise it is shown in black. Also note the tire pressure symbol next to the pressure value. This information is important. If it is blank, red or green, that signals that no valid data has been received. If the pressure reading is okay, this symbol will be shown in green with a check mark in the middle, and if the limit is violated it will be shown in red with an exclamation mark. The number below the pressure reading is the temperature reading for that tire with the temperature symbol next to it. When the temperature rises above the limit, the color changes to red. If you look at the bottom just above the menu bar, you can see the pressure unit. Default is PSI. Next to the pressure unit, the F stands for the temperature unit. The pressure unit can be changed by tapping the pressure unit. It alternates between 3 pressure units, PSI, bar and kPa, choose the one you prefer. The same procedure works for the temperature unit. Change it by tapping on the temperature unit. It alternates between 2 units, Celsius and Fahrenheit. If for any reason you want to change the sensor position, touch and hold one of the cards until all the cards start wobbling. A red dot with an X appears at the top of the window, and numbers appear at the bottom of the window above the menu bar for all possible cards that are not used in the current vehicle. You can now touch any card and drag it to the desired position. The cards then swap positions. When you're done, tap the red dot and your settings will be saved. Next let's look at the 4 icons in the bottom navigation bar. I'll explain them briefly first and then we'll go into more detail. The car icon on the left side is used to change the selected vehicle. The speaker icon, icon 2, is for changing the language and sound settings. The gear icon, icon 3, is for setting the pressure and temperature warning thresholds. The info icon on the far right will show company and app version information. If you want to change the selected vehicle, tap on the car icon, first symbol. A scrollable list of supported vehicles is shown in the dialog box. Tap on any vehicle and it will be selected. To see more vehicles, scroll up or down the list. For example, if you have a motorcycle, tapping this icon will change the selected vehicle to motorcycle. Next up is the speaker icon for changing the sound and language settings. Tap on it to bring up the sound settings dialog. At the top of the dialog you can see the, left to right, scrollable list of supported languages. Then you'll see the switch for activating and deactivating the spoken warnings on the right, and the switch for the alarm tones on the left. To select the desired language, simply tap on this country flag and the language will change immediately. To silence the alarm that plays when a pressure or temperature limit is exceeded, tap the toggle on the left. To mute spoken alerts, tap the toggle on the right. To save the sound settings, tap the close button at the bottom of the dialog. To change the pressure and temperature alert settings, tap the gear icon and the dialog box will open. The first line is used to select the current axle. If your selected vehicle has 2 or more axles and axle 1 is selected, the following settings apply to axle 1. So remember to also change the limit values for axle 2 and possibly others. In the second line, max P, you can choose whether you are using sensors with a measurement range of 5.5 bar or whether your sensors have a measurement range of 12.5 bar. The range of the sliders will be adjusted accordingly. Below this are 3 sliders for setting the limit values. The first slider is used to set the upper limit for the tire pressure. The second slider is used to set the lower limit for the tire pressure. The third slider is used to set the upper limit for the temperature. The default button is used to reset the pressure and temperature limits to the default values for both axles. You can adjust the 3 pressure and temperature limits for each axle to your liking using the plus and minus buttons at either end of the sliders and the axle selectors. Now let me explain what each value means in this dialog. When the tire pressure exceeds the first limit, the high pressure alarm is triggered. If the tire pressure drops below the second limit, the low pressure alarm will go off. When the tire temperature exceeds the third limit, the high temperature alarm will be triggered. You can save your settings by tapping the close button. The info page dialog contains information about the app version and the various contact options. Use the buttons to navigate to our office, visit our website, contact us by phone or send us an email. If you find that something in the app is not working properly, please let us know via the email address provided. With the OK button you close the window and return to the main screen. Have fun and always have a safe journey with your TireMoni app.